display contents of the database books. And now we're gonna see display query results class, and this class is gonna implement the application's GUI and interacts with the ResultSet table model via a JTable object. This application also demonstrates the JTable sorting and filtering capabilities. And as we did in previous videos, we created the display authors.java and also the ResultSet table model.java. So now we're gonna let's create a new folder, and we are gonna name it test. And here we're gonna right click it, open in terminal, and we're gonna type in code space that so we can open it with Visual Studio Code. We're gonna open a new file here, and we are gonna have the display query results. So it's gonna be this display camel notation, so it's gonna be display query results that Java, like that. Okay, so we have display query results, but let me we need camel notation, so it has to be like that. Okay, so display query results.java. Okay, so we're gonna display the contents of the authors table in the books database, as we did it here with our MySQL. We created a database, and inside of this database we created a table. Okay, so here we have the books database, and then we have the tables author. Okay, and so far we have this. Okay, so let's continue. So now we're gonna import a bunch of things. So we're gonna import Java that AWT. Okay, as you can see, Visual Studio Code make it easier, and it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be board. Okay, border layout, semicolon at the end. So we're gonna import a bunch of things. So let's copy this and just move it here, but this time it's gonna be AWT that, and it's gonna be event. Okay, it's gonna be event that action listener. So it's gonna be the second one. So Java that AWT that event that action listener, semicolon at the end. We're gonna have the import Java that AWT, and we're gonna have again also it's gonna be event, but this time it's gonna be action event. It's gonna be action event. This one. We are gonna have the import Java that AWT, and this one is gonna be okay. So we have action listener, action event. We are gonna have window adapter. So event that let me see, window adapter. And let's copy this one, let's move it down here, and this time we're gonna have event that window, this one, window event, semicolon at the end. And now let me see, move it here. We're gonna have the import Java that it's gonna be import Java, and this time it's gonna be SQL. Okay, so import Java that SQL that, and then uppercase letters SQL exception. So this one, semicolon at the end. Okay, so we have Java that SQL exception. Then we're gonna have the import Java that SQL. No, we are done with the SQL, so it's gonna be that util, so it's gonna be that util, that util, let me see, java that util that regex, that pattern, so that pattern syntax exception. Okay, let me see, just make sure that we write it correctly. So it's gonna be import java that util that regex that pattern syntax exception. Yeah, that's fine. Now we're gonna have import java javax. We're gonna import javax that swing, java that swing that JFrame, semicolon at the end. So it's gonna be javax that swing that JFrame. Okay, so import, we're gonna have, let me see, import javax that swing that J text area. So it's gonna be text area. So we have frame, we have text area. We are gonna have now swim, and it's gonna be J scroll pane. So it's gonna be that J scroll, this one, semicolon at the end. So like that. Let me see. Yeah, we need to import a bunch of things, but we're almost done. So we have the javax that swing the scroll pane. Let me see, scroll pane, camel notation, that's fine. We're gonna have now the javax that swing. Okay, javax that swing, and this time is gonna be a scroll pane constant. So it's gonna be a scroll, okay, there's one, a scroll pane constants, and make sure you have you use camel notations. Okay, so now we're gonna have the javax that swing the JTable. So import javax that swing that J, this one, JTable. So we need now the J option pane. Okay, so it's gonna be swing that J option pane, semicolon at the end, that's fine. This one is gonna be swing, and it's gonna be J option pane, JTable. This one has to be the J button, so it's gonna be the J button. Okay, now we're gonna have the J. Okay, there will be box. So this one, semicolon at the end. We have import javax that swing J label. So it's gonna be J label, like that. So we are almost done importing things. So we're just importing a bunch of things. We haven't even started with our class, and the name of this class again is display query results. Okay, so we need 4 more. So javax that swim J text area or field. Let me see, J text field. Yeah, that's fine. Make sure you use camel notation. Now we are gonna have in the row filter. So javax that swim row filter, this one, row filter, semicolon at the end. We have, now we're gonna have the table that table row sorter. So table, let me write a table, this one, row sorter. Okay, and finally we're gonna have the javax that's doing that, and it's gonna be, again, it's gonna be table, okay, table that, and it's gonna be table model, yeah, like that, semicolon at the end. Okay, so we have 20 lines of code just importing all the way from Java AWT to Javax Swing, and also we have the line 6 that we are importing Java.SQL. Okay, so we're gonna go to line 22, and now finally we have our class. So it's a public class, and the name is gonna be display. Okay, display query results. Okay, that extends JFrame. And to the next line we're gonna open curly braces. So now we're gonna have the database URL, also the username and the password. So to do that we use the static final, then we're gonna have the stream, we're gonna have in the database underscore URL, and we are set it to double quotes, and inside of the double quotes we're gonna have in the JD, okay, JDBC colon MySQL colon /localhost and the name of the database, in this case books, okay, like that, and semicolon at the end. Okay, so we can do the same for the we're gonna copy this one, we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna have the static final stream, but this time it's gonna be uppercase letters, it's gonna be username, okay, and the username that they provided us is gonna be Deitel. So these are, Deitel is the material that we are using for this particular video. Okay, so now we're gonna have in the password, so it's gonna be password semicolon at the end, I mean equal sign, then again it's gonna be Deitel again, Deitel semicolon at the end. Yeah, let me see. So we have the static final stream password Deitel, yeah, that's fine, and we are gonna continue. So this particular video is gonna be around 200 lines of code. So as you can see, we have imported a bunch of things, and yeah, it's gonna be a little bit long. So now we're gonna have the default query that retrieves all data from the authors table. So as you can see, we have our database books and our tables, and the name of this table is authors. Okay, so we're gonna retrieve the information. To do that, we are still gonna have the static final, well, yes, we're gonna have a static final stream, and this time we're gonna have in the default, yeah, the default stream, no, the default query, yeah, the default query, because this is a default query that retrieves all data from the authors table. So we are setting it to yeah, semicolon at the end. We're gonna have the select from, so when you use the asterisk is from all, select all from, and the name of the table, so authors, yeah, that's fine. Now we're gonna have in private, okay, private result set table, okay, private result set private result set table. I don't have here. Private result set table model, okay, with camel notation. Table model, semicolon at the end. Let me see. Okay, yeah, result set table model. So, and double check for your camel notation, because that could be a that could be a mistake if I mess it up and write it like that. So result set table, but this lowercase letter m is gonna mess it up, so it has to be camel notation. Okay, so we have the table, and this one, it has to be lowercase, so table model. So it's gonna be private result set table model. Okay, table model, that's fine. Now we're gonna have in private, and we are gonna have the J text area, that is gonna be query area. Okay, let me see if I had it. Query. No, I don't have a query. Yeah, I have it here. See? Yeah, query area, that's fine. Okay, so let me see. We're gonna create result set table model and GUI. Okay, so we're gonna have in the public. Display query results. So public display query results. We're gonna open, let me see, we're gonna open curly braces, and here we're gonna have in super, we're gonna open double quotes. We're gonna have inside of the double quotes, we're gonna have in displaying query results. Let me see. Super display query results. Here we have to do a semicolon at the end, and below we're gonna have a try and catch. So we're gonna create a result set table model and display database table. Okay, so we are gonna have in the try, and we already have the curly braces here. So inside of the try, we're gonna have we're gonna create table model for results of query. Select asterisk from authors. Okay, so to do that, we are gonna have table. Okay, table model. This one, table model. Okay, so we are setting it to new table model. So I mean new result set table model. New result set table. Okay, here, new result set table model. Okay, we open parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna have in the database underscore URL, comma, we are gonna have in 1 2 3 user. Okay, user name, let's move here, comma, password, comma, we're gonna have in default default underscore query. Okay, so but I mess it up here, so I miss the uppercase letter T, so I did it as well here. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see it again. So it's gonna be default, default underscore query. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, that's the last one. and now we're gonna have semicolon at the end that is in the try statement. Now we're gonna have we are still inside of the try, and now we're gonna move to the query area. So we're gonna set up JText area in which the user types query. So we're gonna have in the query, okay, so let me see, we're gonna have in the query, and we're gonna have in the area, so query area, new JText area, new JText area, and here we are gonna have in the default underscore query, comma 3, and then comma 100, okay, semicolon at the end. Now we're gonna have in the query area, and this time we're gonna have that set, okay, that set wrap style word. So set wrap style word, and here we are just gonna have in true. We also are gonna have the query area that set line wrap, so set line wrap, and we're gonna have in true, okay. So now we have the table model, we have the query area, and we are gonna have into the J scroll pane. We are still inside of the try, so it's gonna be J scroll pane, okay, and we are gonna have in scroll pane uppercase letter, camel notation, new J scroll pane, so new J scroll pane. Inside of the parentheses we're gonna have in the query area, we are gonna, okay, query area 1 2 3, we are gonna have in the scroll pane constants, scroll pane constants that vertical scroll bar underscore as needed, okay, and we are also gonna have the scroll, let me see, scroll pane constants that, and this one is gonna be horizontal scroll bar, okay, horizontal underscore scroll bar underscore never, okay, semicolon at the end.